Once upon a time, in a far-off land, there were 3 magical castles. The first castle was made of gold, the second castle was made of silver, and the third castle was made of precious stones. The castles were guarded by fierce dragons, and no one had ever dared to venture inside. But the news of the castles had spread far and wide, and people from all over the world came to see them. One day, a young man named Jack arrived at the castles. He was an adventurer at heart, and the sight of the magical castles filled him with excitement. As he approached the gold castle, the dragon guarding it breathed a fierce stream of fire at him. Jack quickly drew his sword and shield, and the dragon was no match for him. With one swift stroke, Jack killed the dragon and made his way inside. The inside of the gold castle was just as magnificent as the outside. The walls were lined with precious jewels, and the floors were made of pure gold. Jack searched the castle high and low, but he couldn't find anything of value. He decided to move on to the silver castle. As he approached it, the dragon guarding the silver castle breathed a stream of ice at him. Jack quickly pulled out his shield and deflected the ice back at the dragon. The dragon was frozen solid, and Jack made his way inside the silver castle. The inside of the silver castle was just as beautiful as the gold castle. The walls were made of silver, and the floors were lined with precious stones. Jack searched high and low, but he couldn't find anything of value. Feeling a bit discouraged, Jack decided to move on to the third castle made of precious stones. As he approached it, the dragon guarding it breathed a stream of acid at him. Jack quickly dodged the acid and made his way inside the castle. The inside of the third castle was the most magnificent of all. The walls were made of sparkling diamonds, and the floors were made of pure emerald. Jack searched high and low, but he couldn't find anything of value. Feeling disheartened, Jack sat down on a bench and rested for a moment. Suddenly, he heard a soft voice calling out to him. He looked around, but he couldn't see anyone. "Who's there?" he called out. "I am the keeper of the castles," said the voice. "I have been waiting for someone like you to come along." "Who are you?" asked Jack. "I am the guardian of the treasures," said the voice. "The treasures are hidden in the castles, but only the worthy can find them." Jack realized that the treasures he was looking for were not made of gold or silver or precious stones, but something more valuable. He searched the castles again, but this time with a different perspective. He searched the gold castle and found a book of knowledge. He searched the silver castle and found a jar of love. And he searched the castle made of precious stones and found a bottle of happiness. With these treasures in hand, Jack realized that the real treasure was inside him all along. He had found the knowledge to make the world a better place, the love to share with others, and the happiness to spread joy wherever he went. From that day on, Jack went on many more adventures, always looking for the treasures that mattered most. And the 3 magical castles stood as a reminder that true treasure could only be found within.